Hey guys, today I have for you the final showcase video for our map Complex. The features in this video are not 100% done, but this will be the last video I make about the map before it comes out. All that's left to finish is a few things that I won't be revealing before the map comes out. They'll be left for people to find once it's out, as well as the majority of the Easter egg. But anyways, hope you enjoy the video, so let's get into it.
MG!
This is just a small clip to demonstrate that all hint strings have been pre-cached correctly to prevent any in-game lag, because that was a big issue in the previous video.
Dead meat.
When these dogs die, they have a really powerful explosion that can actually damage you or even kill you if they're close enough, so make sure you're watching out, especially in a 4-player game. There's no way to crack. Give me 20. Did you hear? You got lost. The first perk will start with demonstrating his mule kick, because the small change that I've made is the fact that there's now a small green flash and outline around the perk shader to tell the player when they're holding out their third weapon. Who's Who happens to be one of my favorite perks despite popular belief. I just think it's really great for solo because it allows you to die more than 3 times, unlike with Quick Revive, which is a really good balance, especially because you're not guaranteed to survive. And I think that it's especially great in co-op because even if you die, your friends still have the potential to revive you and keep all of your perks.
Trip to us.
Quick Revive can still be handy in solo though, because if you don't manage to revive yourself within the bleed out time, Quick Revive will actually revive you automatically at the expense of not giving you Quick Revive back when you're revived. However, if you don't manage to revive yourself in time and you don't have Quick Revive in solo, or you just for some reason decide to buy Who's Who again, your body disappears and everything you had is lost. I know Electric Cherry is already in Black Ops 3, but I thought I'd point out how I've added some functionality back that was only in Black Ops 2, where if you reload with most of your clip, you only do a small amount of damage, whereas if you reload with nothing in your clip, you do a much larger amount of damage. Jägerboom is an interesting combination of PhD Flopper, Widow's Wine, and Winter's Wail. Jägerboom will prevent all explosive damage similar to PhD, and cause an explosion when players get hit similar to Widow's Wine and Winter's Wail. The explosive damage can be thought of as another grenade, as represented by the 3rd grenade icon near your other 2 lethal and tactical grenades. Jägerboom grenades cause an electrical explosion that affects the zombies similar to Electric Cherry and stuns them for a small period of time. Jägerboom grenades can be regenerated either by killing a zombie while it is stunned and having it drop a grenade power-up that lasts for a short period of time, similar to Widow's Wine, or they can be regenerated over time slowly, indicated by the perk icon, similar to Winter's Wail. Players will also be rewarded with 2 Jägerboom grenades at the end of the round, similar to lethal grenades, and will also be fully replenished whenever a max ammo is grabbed. Slip and Slide Slurpee allows the players to drop a trail of acid by sliding 4 times consecutively. The player's slide charge is indicated by a yellow glow around the perk icon. Players only get 3 slide attacks total and have to wait for each to recharge over time, similar to Winter's Wail recharging its explosions in Black Ops 4. The acid trail will cause zombies to slip and fall and slowly be damaged, and if a zombie happens to be killed by the damage, they will start infinitely chaining, similar to the Slickifier. It's definitely the most overpowered perk in the map. Tactical Tequila is the first of 10 perks exclusively available from the Wonder Fizz. It doubles the player's lethal grenade count and Jägerboom grenade count, and also gives players 1 extra tactical grenade. It also will replenish 2 lethals and 2 Jägerboom grenades in the middle of the round, similar to how it does at the end of the round. Next is Vulturade, a perk that I already pretty much covered in the previous video, so I'm not going to show too much of it here. If you want to see all specific details about it, go check the last video.
You hear? You guys lost.
Explosive Eggnog is a pretty simple perk. It simply causes an explosion for every bullet damage impact that you do to zombies, which has the potential to really increase the damage output of your weapons. Bloodwolf Bite is a pretty unique perk from Black Ops 4. When the player does a substantial amount of damage to zombies, Luna, a friendly wolf, spawns and starts killing zombies for you, similar to a turned zombie. Luna only lasts a certain amount of time, which can be tracked by the progress on the perk icon. Once the timer runs out, a long cooldown begins before Luna can eventually spawn again. Bandolier Bandit is a pretty simple perk. All it does is increase the amount of reserve ammo you have in pretty much all of your guns. It also will slowly reload your stowed guns for you, similar to the modifier effect it has in Black Ops 4. It's not the most useful feature, but it's still there if you need it. Dying Wish will prevent you from dying and instead put you in a 9-second berserk mode, where all of your melee attacks are automatically one hit and you're invincible. The drawback though is that once it's over, it has a very long cooldown time and only gets longer every time it's used. It takes priority over Who's Who and can be a very overpowered combination if you manage to get them both at the same time. Stone Cold Stronghold will create a blue ring around you if you stand still for long enough, and will slowly build up damage and armor over time, which can be tracked by the blue progress bar around the perk icon itself, similar to the armor progress bar above your health in Black Ops 4. Getting hit by a zombie will reduce your armor and damage multiplier, but if you manage to charge it all the way up without getting hit, you will have twice the health and twice the damage as long as you stay inside the blue ring. It's a great perk for camping. Time Slip is a simple but useful perk. It will reduce the spin time for the box, reduce the time it takes to pack-a-punch your weapon, and reduce the time it takes to cycle through the perks in the Wonder Fizz. It will also decrease the Hell's Retriever cooldown time, and increase the rate at which you recharge your specialist equipment.
Punch your fist into the air and raise a rebel yell. There's lots of bad out there. You need to stand to hell. Punch your fist into the air and raise a rebel yell. There's lots of bad out there. Kick ass. You need to stand to hell.
Victorious Tortoise is another simple but useful perk. However, it's only useful if you decide to run the zombie shield. It will prevent damage from all directions when the shield is held out, and will cause an explosion once the shield is finally broken, which together can be really good for getting out of a bad situation. As I move on to other features, keep in mind that despite the fact that the map has 20 perks, players will only be able to have 6 at a time once the map is released, and when gambling between 10 perks on the map and 10 perks in the Wonder Fizz, playstyles can really be varied depending on which perks you choose. Some extra perk slots will be able to be unlocked with the side Easter egg, and once the main quest is completed, players will be permanently rewarded with all 20 perks.
Sniper rifle.
System files accessed.
Double tap roulette. Double damage.
Files accessed. System files accessed.
I just took a trip to Awesome Town.
System files accessed. System files accessed. System files accessed.
Hacking the Pack-a-Punch will cause the doors to this room to close, and the spawns in this room will be disabled, similar to how a fortress is created with the cage in No Man's Land. This can only be done once per round. Hacking the Wonder Fizz will open a menu which will allow the player to select a perk out of the 10 Wonder Fizz exclusive perks to refund. The menu can be closed by pressing the escape button on a keyboard or the back button on a controller, and no perk will be refunded. Yes, you can still die while the menu is open, so be careful.
System files accessed.
You lucky zombies? Oh, they're shit out of luck. Give me 20.
You may notice that I have 4 Matryoshka dolls, and in the next clip I'll have 4 Gersh devices. Keep in mind that no, this isn't because we screwed up the ammo or anything. This is because I have the perk Tactical Tequila, and as I said before, it gives the players 1 extra tactical grenade.
Oh, this'll blow a hole right through him.
So this is my version of the electric trap from Transit. It is a specialist equipment, and when it is placed down it will slowly drain the specialist meter on your HUD. Once it has run out of power, it must be picked up before you can start recharging it with zombie kills, similar to the Ragnarok DG4s. And this is my version of the tramplesteam. It is also a specialist equipment and is exchangeable with the electric trap. To avoid abusing the system and being able to instantly recharge your specialist by swapping between the two, players can only trade their specialist when their current specialist is at full charge. Unlike the electric trap, the tramplesteam does not drain the specialist meter at a constant rate. Instead, it drains the specialist meter slightly for every zombie it kills. Once it runs out of power, it will not recompress and has to be picked up before it can be charged again, just like the electric trap. And finally we have the Maxis drone. The Maxis drone will be in the same equipment slot as Claymores, similar to how Treyarch made the Maxis drone take up the same equipment slot as trip mines in the Zombies Chronicles versions of Origins. Unlike Treyarch though, I have made it where you can properly swap between the two, even when picking up already placed Claymores, whereas in Origins you will literally just completely break the Maxis drone and the HUD when trying to purchase trip mines again. The Maxis drone will follow the player who deployed him, provide supporting fire, and even pick up power-ups. It will revive downed players and even revive down Who's Who corpses. When it is about to run out of power, Maxis will announce that he is low on power and will return to the table to recharge soon after.
No, Eva! No! Max ammo. Warning. Energy low. Returning to charging station. Event calibration 2 seconds away. Please stand by. Enemy eliminated.
Chunk out of me!
Well, that's about it for this video. Like I said in the beginning, the map is almost done, and there's not too much left to do, so it'll be out soon. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.